Hey guys, it's Erica with another ETA Lux video. So today I'm actually going to be talking to you guys about how to start your fashion career. And it's exciting because I've been getting a few emails and inquiries about how to get started in fashion and what are some of the things that you need to do, how you deal with certain things like sewing, sketching, where do you start, and so I decided to make this video. For me, I started my fashion career fairly young. I was actually 6 years old when I decided to start in fashion, and of course, you know, when you're 6 you don't really start, but my mom taught me how to sew then. She also would take me to the library. So a few of the things that I think that you could possibly do is, number one, starting with your research. For me personally, I think it's extremely important for us to go out and research, find out the history about things that we really want to do. When I was younger, my mom used to take me to the library and I would sit in the fashion section and look at all of the books about sketching, look at all of the books about designers like Dior, Chanel, and much information as I possibly could. And then even in that section I would find like art books, and I would trace out the art books and I would start my fashion sketches from templates that I found in these books. The very first thing that I want to show you guys is this book called the Fashion Ebook. It's a very small book. It's not that expensive. I actually got mine at Barnes & Noble's a while ago for $9.95. It was on sale. This book is a really cool reference because on the inside it has everything from stylists to designers to shoe designers to jewelry designers. Everything and anything that you could possibly need to stay inspired is here. For me, like when I'm on the train, I could take it, I could pull it out, look at it, or you know, if you're at school or whatever and you just want something to kind of look at to just pass the time, this is a great place to start. So you can always start with that. Another thing that I think is really important, and another thing that people have been asking me about, is the technical side of the fashion industry. So things like sewing. How do I learn how to sew? Where do I start? So for sewing, I think it's really important, if you don't have a sewing machine, maybe to do some research on programs that may be in your neighborhood. Find a sewing class, that would be cool. But if you cannot, once again, you can always go to a book or YouTube. YouTube is a very helpful platform. I've been able, if I had a question about something, I've been able to YouTube it and re-jog my memory or just find things that were very helpful on YouTube. So YouTube is a great source. And then also, going backward, books. I found this book the other day. It's called The DIY Couture, and it says create your own fashion collection. And on the inside of it, it basically takes you through a couple styles that they picked out based upon I don't know, categories or whatever, but it's like different styles of things that you might find interesting. They have like, they can show you the full collections of what you can make, and then they section it off by tops, jackets, skirts, pants. And I think this is awesome because in this book, it not only teaches you how to make pieces, but it also teaches you how to make a whole collection based upon your own clothes in your closet. Take pants or shirts and use them as a template for yourself, and then build upon it based upon the instructions that's in this book. So that's really awesome. Another thing that I think is really important is the opposite side of being a designer, which is sketching. And I think if you're a creative, sketching just might come naturally to you, but if you're not a person who really knows how to draw, then maybe these are some things that can help you. I found this sketchbook not too long ago. I actually kind of had a little obsession with it prior to me actually buying my first one, but I found it online. I was like, oh my god, this sketchbook is so cool, and it's actually a fashionary sketchbook. I'll put all the links and everything down below so you guys can check them out. But this sketchbook is really cool because on the inside, it not only gives you information about brands, it gives you information about different styles of shoes, different styles of tops, bottoms, body measurements, body croquis, slopers, or fashion templates that you can like trace or what it should look like. different styles of dresses and skirts. They also have the runway scheduling in here, fabric information. On the inside, it has like these perforated croquis that you can follow to help you sketch. And I think that's awesome because if you don't personally know how to sketch yourself, you can start by using these outlines as a guiding point for yourself. So that is really cool. I love this sketchbook. And for me, I just put like all my like little fabric swatches in the back, but you guys don't have to do it. And it also has like a little pocket in the back too that you could use to like put all your stuff in. This one, I forget how much it was. I think it was like 20-something dollars. But if you can't get a sketchbook like this, remember guys that you can always make your own. One cool thing that you could possibly do is go online, find a fashion croquis. You can take that, print it out, copy it, make that multiple times, put that in your sketchbook and use that as an outline. I used to do that when I was in college or in high school. I would just make my own sketchbook sometimes because you personalize it, makes it closer to your heart. So yeah, keeping a sketchbook is really important because then you can take the ideas that are in your head and put them down on paper. And that brings me to my second thing. I also keep in conjunction with my sketchbook, I keep a journal. My creative journal, I just put my YouTube ideas, fashion ideas, quotes that I hear, anything and everything that's really awesome to me, I'll just jot it down. If I have an idea, I'll jot it down. And I think it's really important for you to keep these. So a journal and a sketchbook, hands in hand. For me, they go side by side. For you, you don't have to do that, but if it helps, it helps. Another thing that I think is really cool to help you guys with your fashion sketching or just keeping yourself inspired at all times would be looking at magazines, guys. So here I have an older Elle magazine. Looking at magazines is just helpful for me. When I was younger, I would always look at magazines and use either the poses that the people had or the clothes that I would see as a reference point for me, and then I would start sketching and designing from there. Easy to find, you can get them anywhere, and even if your mom has it in your house or whatever, family member, you see a magazine that you may like, take a look at it, maybe pull out some sheets. When we were in high school, our professor used to have us pull out tear sheets from the magazines, and she would tell us to keep them as reference, and I always thought that that was a good idea. You can create your own either posture or posing folder based off of the tear sheets that you have. You can keep your own stylized clothing from that. It will help, and I think they're just great reference point. When I was younger, my dad actually used to get me this magazine called Hola, I think it is. I'll double check that and I'll get back to you guys, but Hola was an amazing magazine, and inside of it, it would have detailed shots of all the runway shows, all the designers that you could possibly think of. It was a really awesome magazine. If I can find it, I'll show you guys. But yeah guys, so I think that's about it. Sorry guys, my camera died, but don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to see more ETA Luxe videos. And also comment down below and let me know if you guys find this video helpful. Some of the things that you guys are doing to help break yourself into the fashion industry or starting your fashion career. And let's start a dialogue about it, guys. Let me know some of the things that are helping you, some of the things that you found that were helpful. See you guys in the next video. Bye!